I want to homeschool, but I have a lot of kids. Can I do it? I'm Megan Wynn. Thanks for coming to my channel. We're a homeschooling family with 4 children, and I'm an ESL teacher for VIPKID Online. I hope you enjoy this video. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Alright, I'm so glad you clicked on this video because I have 4 children and I work several jobs and own businesses, and we homeschool all 4 of our children. I am not saying I am an expert by any means. We have our struggles and we have our times where I'm just like, that's it, you're going to public school next year. You know, it happens. I say it every now and then, okay? We're not perfect, but hopefully I can help give you some tips if you are worried about homeschooling and homeschooling multiple children at the same time. So first of all, my philosophy on homeschooling is that it should not take 8 hours a day. We are not doing public school at home. Public school has its place. It's amazing for those who want to use it. It is not right for our family, and that's okay. Homeschooling for us means that I am educating my family to the best of their potential, to each individual child and person, and we are doing that as effectively as possible, which doesn't necessarily mean quickly. We're just using our time wisely. I do have an older child. She's 12 years old and in 7th grade. Sometimes she helps me with the younger kids, the preschooler and the kindergartner, and so she can start taking on some of that responsibility of, you know, teaching them their ABCs and things like that. My main focus right now is not only my 7th grader, but also my 2nd grader, because this is really an integral part of time where he's learning more in reading and math and foundational stuff that he's going to need for the rest of his life. It's a very big year, 2nd grade. 1st and 2nd grade's pretty big. So I like to spend a lot of time with him and his school. But what does our homeschool day look like? For the littles, school doesn't last that long, and I actually don't do them all at the same time. It's not like I'm ringing a bell going, school time, no, I do them all separately for my own sanity. It is hard with 3 littles. I have a preschool, a kindergartner, and a 2nd grader. I can't give them all my attention at the same time. So sometimes my older daughter, who's in 7th grade, might work with the preschooler or kindergartner, and I'm working mostly with the 2nd grader because he's my special child who needs a little bit more attention than the rest. My older child, she probably spends only, 2 to 3 hours a day doing her homeschooling. The littles, we're talking 20 to 40 minutes a day. I want them to be out playing. I want them to enjoy school. I don't want to say it's school time and they're like, I don't want to do 17 hours of school. Okay, I want them to enjoy what we're doing and to create a love for learning. I think that's really important, and that's something that I value in homeschooling, is that I can cultivate that love for learning where they might not get that in a public school setting. Some other ways that homeschooling multiple children has been difficult but yet enjoyable is having them around the house 24/7. I have several moms who send their kids to school, and their time with their children at school is their time to do the laundry and going to the grocery store and, doing those things that they need to get done without their children. Whereas my children are with me 24/7. I never get a break, ever. And sometimes it's hard that I never get a break, but they're learning life because life is happening around them. So they understand what going to the grocery store means and how to find the best bargain because they see mom trying to find the best bargain every week at the grocery store. Also, the home chores. So yes, my house might not be as spotless as some others, but my kids are learning to do chores. They're learning to do laundry at the age of 7 and 8 because I expect them to do that. And they're learning these life skills that if they were in public school, they might be missing out on just because moms are usually doing that when the children are at school. It's definitely a trade-off. I had to let go of some of my OCD tendencies with homeschooling so many children because you can't be perfect. And that was always my goal, was, I had to be perfect. It has to be perfect. And if it's not perfect, then what are we doing? I had to let go of that, and it was really hard to let go. But once you come to terms with that, it can be just a really beautiful thing, and I absolutely love it. hopefully, if you are on the fence about homeschooling multiple children and you're like, I just don't know if I can do it or not, just try it for a year. We had no intention of homeschooling our entire lives, and so far we have. I can't say that we'll homeschool through high school. I don't know that. We always take it a year at a time and reevaluate where we are and where our children are and what's just best for our family as a whole. So as of this point, we've been homeschooling, but who's to say that won't change? Anyway, give yourself love and grace, and if you're wanting to explore this or if you have more questions, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to talk with you more about it. I hope this has been helpful. All right, happy homeschooling.